You likely clicked on this video due to the thumbnail, but listen closely and watch until the very end. By the time we reach the 1 minute mark, your entire view on women will change forever. Because what if I told you that everything you believe you know about love is false? You've been told that women fall for the kindest guy, the richest guy, or the most good-looking guy. But the truth is, women don't love men, at least not in the way you assume. They don't fall for your looks, your money, or even your personality. They fall for something deeper, more fundamental, more psychological. And if you don't understand this, you'll always feel that love is a mystery you can't solve. But by the end of this video, you won't just understand how women think. You'll know how to make them feel something so intense that they'll never forget you. Oh, and before we continue, I have something special for you. It's a free ebook called the Female Mind Control Handbook. It reveals the hidden secrets to making any woman desire you. Grab it now. The link is in the description or the pinned comment. Let's get started. Sign 1. Women don't love you. They love how you make them feel. Let me share a secret that most men never understand. Women don't love you. Not your face, not your wallet, not even your personality. What they love is how you make them feel. That's right. For a woman, love isn't a stable structure built on logic and reason. It's an intense feeling, an experience, an emotional high she never wants to end. You could be the most handsome, successful, dressed guy in the room. But if she doesn't feel a strong emotion when she's around you, she'll forget you quicker than old news. Psychologists call this emotional imprinting. It's why a woman can meet 2 men on the same day. One says all the proper things but bores her, and the other teases her, challenges her, and makes her laugh uncontrollably. Guess who she'll be thinking about that night? It's not fair, right? You could be the better option, the safer choice, the more loyal man. Yet, she'll always pick the man who makes her feel alive. This is where most guys go wrong. They try to impress her with achievements. They try to persuade her with logic. But the men women truly obsess over create an emotional up and down, a mix of tension, excitement, mystery, and comfort. They make her chase that intense feeling. Ever wonder why women often return to their exes even when they swear they're done? It's not because of who he is, it's because of how he made her feel. Sign 2. The more you pursue, the less she feels. Let me ask you something. Have you ever sent a text and waited hours for a response? Have you ever felt that slow, building anxiety, wondering if she's losing interest? Now, think the opposite. Have you ever had someone who was always available to you? Someone who texted back immediately? Someone who agreed to everything you asked? How did that make you feel? Women are wired to anticipate. A man who is always there, always texting, always available creates no tension. And tension is what makes attraction intense. Here's a hard truth. When a man chases, he ruins the very thing that could make her fall for him. It's human nature. We don't value what we already have. We desire what we might lose. The moment she knows she has you, her mind relaxes. And when her mind relaxes, attraction fades. That's why high-value men never chase. They lead. They let a woman come to them. And when she does, they don't give her everything at once. They create mystery. They make her curious. Because the second she stops being curious about you, she starts forgetting you. Sign 3. When women don't want a nice guy, they want a strong-willed man. Let's talk about the nice guy issue. You see, women say they want a nice guy. But what they really mean is they want a man who is kind but not weak. Many guys make this mistake. They think being nice means saying yes to everything. They think it means never disagreeing, never taking the lead, never standing their ground. But let me ask you this. Would you respect a man who never challenges you? Would you trust a leader who always gives in? Of course not, because here's the secret. Women are attracted to strength, not physical strength, but emotional strength. The kind of man who doesn't flinch under pressure. The kind of man who doesn't beg for approval. The kind of man who can walk away from anyone, even her, if he has to. This is why women are drawn to stoic men. A man who isn't overly reactive. A man who stays calm in chaos. A man who, when she tests him, and she will test him, doesn't crumble easily. A woman doesn't need another friend. She doesn't need a therapist. She needs a man who stands firm when everything else is unstable. Sign 4. Love is a matter of perception, not reality. Let's discuss one of the biggest misunderstandings in love, the idea that people fall for each other based on reality. You might think a woman falls for you because of who you are, what you do, or how you treat her. But here's the harsh truth. She's not falling in love with you. She's falling in love with the story she's created about you in her mind. Psychologists call this cognitive projection. It's the tendency for people to project their own emotions, desires, and expectations onto others. When a woman meets you, she doesn't experience you as you truly are. She experiences you through a filter, a perception shaped by her past, her insecurities, her fantasies, and her subconscious beliefs. This is why a woman can go from being deeply in love to completely indifferent seemingly overnight. It's not that you changed, it's that her perception of you changed, and perception is everything. Think about it like this. Have you ever heard a woman describe a guy she's crazy about? She'll say things like, "He's so mysterious, he really gets me, I can't stop thinking about him." Now, take the same guy and put him in a different situation, one where he's too available, too predictable, too eager to please. Suddenly, she'll start saying things like, "He's kind of dull, I feel like I've moved on from him, something just isn't right." The man didn't change. The context did. A woman's emotions don't respond to logic. They respond to the story in her mind. And this is where most men make a mistake. They let that story develop randomly without any control. They don't shape how she perceives them. They let her emotions determine everything. And once she mentally places you in the safe or predictable category, it's over. So, how do you control perception? Simple. You become the source of emotional contrast. Unpredictability creates interest. If she always knows what you'll do next, she'll stop being curious about you. And the moment she stops being curious, she stops feeling emotional highs and lows. Emotional highs and lows create attachment. If a woman only experiences comfort with you, you become unimportant. But when you give her moments of deep connection along with moments when she's unsure of what you're thinking, she can't stop coming back. Scarcity creates value. If you're always available, your presence loses significance. When she has to work for your time, she values it more. Women don't stay with the most logical choice. They stay with the choice that keeps their mind interested, and if you can shape how she perceives you, you shape how she loves you. Sign 5. If she feels secure, she'll never leave. After all we've covered, the emotional intensity, the mystery, the perception, there's one final truth about love that overrides everything else. At her core, a woman doesn't stay because of how much she loves you. She stays because she feels secure. Now, I'm not just talking about physical safety, that's a given. I'm talking about emotional security, the deep subconscious certainty that when she's with you, she's protected from both the outside world and her own emotional turmoil.